Hi, welcome to another episode of Look My No Hands. My name is Linda, back here for 1 full month of uploads, so I'm kind of excited, yay me. This week I'll be talking about what I'm wearing, what I'm stitching, what I'm watching, what I'm reading, and then of course I will close things out with fancy footwork. I'll dive right into what I'm wearing. If you remember last week, I was working on a granny square project. I thought it was going to be a blanket, and halfway through the week last week, it morphed into the poncho that I have on now. I'm restricting myself to using only yarn that I have here at home, so I had 1 skein of each of the colors that you see, and when I was running out, I thought to myself, this is not going to be enough for any kind of blanket that I'll be happy with, so that's when I decided to change it into a poncho. It's quite a sizable poncho, very cozy, and I also decided that the yarn that was left that wasn't enough to continue making a blanket is going to be used to make a pair of leg warmers to accompany this poncho that I have on. So that's what I'm stitching this week. I'll show a little bit of that later on. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. So these are the leg warmers that I'm working on. So far I only have 1 finished. Well, 1 started even, not quite finished. It'll be finished here by the end of the day. It's made of 2 granny squares and then 4 triangles. Right now I'm working inside out. I'm putting single crochet ribbing on what will be the bottom of the leg warmer. I'm not following any kind of a pattern. I'm just kind of making it up as I go. Sorry about that extreme close-up there. I'm feeling a little brave this week to not delete the audio from my videos, my demonstration videos. So I'm trying to actually talk while I'm doing this, and hopefully I won't mess up, because up until this point, when I was working the ribbing, I was actually counting the stitches. I'm not great with single crochet when it comes to counting my stitches, unless I count them 1 by 1 as I make them. So hopefully I have all the stitches I'm supposed to have. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, okay. Got all the stitches. to the side here, I have a bowl for my yarn. That bowl is not a yarn bowl. It was part of a bath gift set that I got probably 15 years ago from my sister. And I've kept the bowl because, well, it's a nice bowl. And it's been a bowl that I've left on the dresser to hold headbands and jewelry and all kinds of other stuff. And then one day I said to myself, that would be a really nice yarn bowl. And so that's what it is now. So what I'm watching this week, pretty much the same things that I've been watching in previous weeks. I like watching two different shows that are on the Hallmark channel, When Calls the Heart and The Way Home. I'm an avid watcher of General Hospital, so been watching that. My son and I have been watching the new program called Shifting Gears on ABC, and we have been enjoying watching Extreme Makeover Home Edition. So yeah, When Calls the Heart is going to have some interesting things happening at the end of the episode last week. One of the young characters is going to be having a birthday party, and some of the townspeople are not happy with the kind of party she wants to have. So there's going to be a lot of hijinks, I think, in relation to that storyline. The Way Home is definitely heating up. Lots of character development through there. A lot of the stories are really evolving, and you're learning more backstory of some of the older characters, and watching the young character kind of develop and learn more about her family's history and her family's past. So that's exciting. Of course, General Hospital, can't forget General Hospital. I have, my favorite characters and characters I love to hate. So storylines on there that I am enjoying watching are the ones with like Carly and things that are going on for her son Michael. Just lots of craziness going on. It'll be interesting to see what kind of problems Jocelyn gets herself into, because she's definitely not thinking clearly on what she's walking into, so that'll be exciting. Shifting Gears is just a fun little show that we've been enjoying together. Watching Tim Allen's silliness in the story is just kind of fun. My son seems to think that I'm quite a bit like that character, so I guess maybe I better shape up a little bit. I'm a little too hard on him. And then we just really enjoy watching Extreme Makeover to see like how the network has breathed new life into an old concept. The one thing that I've noticed is trying to cram what used to be a 2-hour-long show into 1 hour. I kind of feel like we get cheated in seeing like some of the details of how the show comes together and how the house comes together for the families. It would be fun to see a little bit more detail on just the process. I feel like they kind of rush the information that they show about the process of how that show comes together. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, this week I'm reading books that are kind of all over the place. The first book that I'll talk about is called The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. Trashy romance novel. Like I said, I'm all over the place. Sometimes I'm reading trashy romance novels, sometimes it's memoirs. You never know what you're going to get when you come here. In this story, the two main characters engage in a marriage of convenience during their college days, which turns out to bite them in the butt when they become more seasoned adults, and a lot of family drama surrounding their what had been a fake marriage. They start building their relationship a little bit during the story, and definitely some spicy romance scenes that, if that's not your jam, there's, reasonably explicit explanations of what they're engaging in, and definitely some coarse language, so just be aware of that if you pick it up. It was a good read. I enjoyed it, but definitely if coarse language and explicit love scenes are not your thing, it's not a book for you. Next on my list is a book that I've been waiting for forever. It's called Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. It's the third installment of the Fourth Wing series. When Fourth Wing first came out, I absolutely loved it. It was awesome. As soon as I finished that, I did my best to get a copy of the second book in the series, and when that ended, I was like, I have to wait for the third one? No! So now the third installment is basically picking up where the second one left off. If you're not familiar with the series, it's kind of gives like Hunger Game vibes. It's a bunch of teenage people that are, this is a fantasy novel, they're dragon riders, and they're kind of in a situation of like wartime. So there's a lot of like action, adventure, violence, death, destruction. Of course, can't have a YA novel without some romance, so there's that in there. Another book that has a little bit of coarse language, some explicit scenes, things like that. So again, not your thing, probably don't watch it, or don't read it. I said watch it because like when I read, I actually like see the pictures in my brain. Like I feel like when I'm listening to or reading a book, I'm actually like watching a movie in my own mind. I don't know if anybody else has that experience, but yeah, that's my weird brain and how it works. I downloaded so many books this week. Again, like I said, I'm all over the place. I'll see what I manage to work my way through as this upcoming week progresses. But yeah, that's what I've been reading this week. So for fancy footwork this week, I thought I would pull out some kind of artsy activity, and I really enjoy coloring. So I have a page that I've been working on for a short time that I'm almost finished with. So I'm going to be working with my alcohol markers and coloring page to just kind of show how I open the markers, show how I color, and hopefully finally finish this piece so that I can put it on display somewhere. All right, thanks. Okay, well that's all for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't seem too rushed through the episode. I really enjoy reading your comments. I like hearing about what you're working on. I enjoy when you let me know if you're reading anything interesting. So be sure to drop a comment to let me know how your week is going, what you're up to, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel and kind of expand the audience a little bit, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the content, give me a thumbs up, and if you know someone who might be interested in what I have to offer, go ahead and share and spread the word about what's going on over here at Look Ma No Hands. And I will see all of you next week. Bye-bye.